When one market begins to move, other markets tend to follow the same trends soon after. So if we see a lot of volatility tomorrow, quadruple witching day in the stock market, it could potentially be the foreshadowing of what's to happen next, or that silver and gold might experience quite a bit of volatility too. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Hope you're doing well, feeling great, and staying safe. Today I want to talk about the spot price of silver climbing all the way up to $26 an ounce and how this could potentially be just the start. But really quick, just in case you're new, make sure to subscribe for daily videos. Also subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive weekly content. Brand new video over there. Go check it out. The link will be in the description. And if you want to get some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel, I would really appreciate that. Any and all merchandise can be found by clicking the first link in the description section down below. Thank you in advance. It's more than appreciated. But today I wanted to talk about the spot price of both silver and gold and what the near future may or may not hold. And when I say near future, I'm referring to tomorrow. December 18th is going to be a wild ride, and I'll explain all of that momentarily. Now, as I'm recording today's video, the spot price of silver is actually $26 even. I don't know what it's going to be when I'm editing the video or by the time I post the video. It might be higher, it might be lower, but as I'm recording it, silver is back in the $26 range, which means that it kind of broke out of where it's been stuck for these last couple of months. I mean, we saw it go up to $25 and change for what, a day? That wasn't really all that big of news. We saw it drop down to $23, $22, but that was very short-lived as well. Silver has been pretty much stuck in the $24 range since mid to late September, I want to say. Silver hasn't budged much at all. So the fact that it climbed all the way to $26 an ounce right before December 18th could be saying something. And gold, by the way, as I'm recording the video, is in the 1880s. I believe it's 1886 last time I checked. So gold is up a little bit as well. It's not substantially higher than where it's been, but it climbed up a little bit. Now, before I can even get into the silver and the gold and talk about what I think could happen or what a lot of people are saying could happen, and it makes a lot of sense, by the way, before we even get into that, we have to talk about some of the economic news, some of the stock market news that I believe is going to be playing a huge role in what silver and gold are going to do next. So, as I've been saying, December 18th, December 18th, December 18th, that's tomorrow. Tomorrow's only a couple hours away. And for those of you who do not know, tomorrow is what's considered to be Quadruple Witching Day, which essentially means that we're going to see substantially increased volatility in the stock market. And it's also simultaneously the deadline for Congress to actually get their work done. Who knows if that's going to happen or not. Some of you may remember last week I talked about how the deadline actually got pushed back. It was supposed to be the 11th. And they were unable to make things happen, and it got pushed back to the 18th. Who knows? I highly doubt we're going to see it get pushed back again, but you never know with how productive they've been this year. But in addition to that, the government actually might shut down tomorrow, and if that happens, it's expected to cause even more volatility in the stock market as well. So again, if you guys are involved in the stock market, you might want to keep your eyes peeled. If you are not involved in the stock market, I truly wholeheartedly believe that you should be paying close attention to it regardless, and not just tomorrow. I'm talking about year-round. I think even if you don't want to invest in the stock market, I think you should at least study it and check in maybe once a week, every other week, just to see what's going on, just to stay a little bit informed. That way you can get a little bit of an idea of what trends are going up, what trends are going down, and whatnot. But now, moving away from all of that, I want to talk about how that information could potentially play a huge role in what's going to happen to silver and gold. Now, the reason I brought all of that up is because when one market is on the move, when one market is experiencing quite a bit of volatility, if a lot's going on, we have a potential second stimulus still being talked about for the last 7 months, and now evidently they want to make it $600 instead of $1,200, which is kind of a smack in the face of the American people if you think about it. But anyway, moving forward, We have that going on. We have the vaccine going on. We have shutdowns going on. We have reopenings going on. We have a lot of recovering. We have a lot of falling apart. Basically, everything has been in shambles this entire year. That's not anything new. That's all common knowledge at this point. But when one market begins to move, or when one market is experiencing increased volatility, or if it's going down, or if it's shooting up, other markets tend to follow the same trends soon after. So if we see a lot of volatility tomorrow, quadruple witching day in the stock market, if we see everything being sporadic, if we see things going up when we didn't think that they were going to, if we see things going down when they should ideally be going up, if we see a lot of craziness going on tomorrow in the stock market, it could potentially be the foreshadowing of what's to happen next, or that silver and gold might experience quite a bit of volatility too. We might actually see silver go all the way up to the high 20s again. We could see it go to $28, $29. That wouldn't surprise me in the slightest bit. I hope to God it doesn't happen, because I want silver to be as low as humanly possible. I would prefer to see silver go back to the teens, if I'm going to be honest with you, but I wouldn't be a bit surprised if we actually saw silver climb all the way up to $27, $28, $29, and it also wouldn't surprise me if we see it drop down to $22, $21 maybe. I wouldn't be a bit surprised if we see a lot of volatility starting tomorrow, or even starting today. I mean, silver's already up quite a bit from where it was 2 days ago. Gold's up quite a bit as well. Stock market is going all types of different directions right now. I think it's already getting started. The reason I say that is because the markets are unbelievably quick to react to this type of world news or economic news or public health news or stimulus news or whatever type of news. The markets are unbelievably quick to react. People buy in, people sell off. A lot of people move their money around. A lot of people move their currency around. They liquidate, they sell off, they buy in, they invest, they do whatever it is that they want to do. And with everyone doing this all at the same time, that's when we see all of this volatility. And with silver and gold being vastly different in the stock market, they have a lot of similarities, and oftentimes they follow the same trends. Now, with silver, I don't want to necessarily say that it's on the move. I don't want to say that it significantly went up in fiat dollar bill value, or should I say the dollar bill may have went down in value, or so it seems. That's just what I like to say. I don't think silver moves much at all. I think the dollar bill is what moves. And it's almost as if our eyes are playing tricks on us, because if we see the spot price of silver go up, most of us think, oh, silver gained value, when in all actuality, it's actually the dollar bill typically losing value, but that's a story for another video. But I wouldn't be a bit surprised if we actually see silver really begin to move. I also wouldn't be a bit surprised if we see gold really begin to move. We already see it moving a little bit today. I wouldn't say rapid growth, but they both definitely took a step up from where they've been this entire week so far. So with gold, it just recently hit an all-time high. Earlier this year, gold climbed all the way up to the highest it has ever been. It would not surprise me if we actually saw gold go into the $1,900 range, maybe even beyond. We might see it surpass the $2,000 mark again. That could absolutely happen. And with everything going on, who's to say that this is going to be short-lived volatility? It could be the rest of the year where we see the numbers going down in areas that we didn't expect, or going up in areas that we weren't planning or hoping for. We might actually see silver and gold begin to climb. We might see them fall down. It might go up on Monday, down on Tuesday, up on Wednesday, down on Thursday. It could be all over the place. I think the most important thing to remember right now at this specific point in time is to stay logical, stay rational, stay objective. Do not be controlled by an emotional way of thinking. Do not buy into the hype, and do not run away out of fear. Stay put, stay focused, pay attention to not only the markets that you're involved in, but all of the markets. I think it's important to always keep your eyes on all the realms of finance, if you ask me. I personally, I'm not a big stock market investor. I still pay attention to the stock market. I don't have the currency to get involved in real estate. I still pay attention to the real estate market. I still look at the general state of the economy. I still look at the unemployment numbers. I look at these things almost every single day. I think it's important for everybody to do that. Now, my attention is primarily on precious metals. That's where I prefer to put my dollar bills, but I think it's important to take a look at everything. Keep your head on a swivel. Stay focused, stay objective, and do not be controlled by emotions. Do not let fear dictate your decision making. Do not let hype and excitement control what moves you make next. I think that is the best piece of advice that we could all follow. That's something that a mentor told me one time, and it has been, I don't want to say smooth sailing ever since, but I can't exactly look back and say that I've made terrible, horrible financial mistakes. It's kept me objective, and that's helped me out tremendously. So moving away from that, I wanted to talk about the spot price of silver again, because what did we see earlier this year when there was a lot of volatility? What did we see when the stocks that many people expected to be soaring, or the stocks that many people expected to come crumbling down, did the opposite of what everyone had predicted? We saw silver and gold start moving a lot as well. I mean, like I said, gold hit a brand new all-time high this year. Silver hit a 6 or 7 year high. It surpassed the $20 mark for the first time in several years. That blew everyone's minds. That surprised everyone. That shocked the world. It surprised me. And I'd been stacking silver for 2.5 years at the time. I didn't think that we were going to see $20 silver for at least a couple more years. Proved me wrong. I've been wrong in the past, and I'll be wrong again in the future. But that's why I think it's important to stay as objective as possible, stay consistent. If you plan on acquiring silver, regardless of what the spot price is, if the spot price went all the way up to $30 or $35, could you still see yourself converting your dollars into it? If so, I would say continue converting your dollars into it, even if it goes up to $27, $28 tomorrow or sometime next week. If you could not see yourself converting your dollars into silver at $30, $35 an ounce, then it's your call. If you think that getting closer to the $27, $28, $29, $30 mark is out of your comfort zone, there's nothing wrong with taking a step back and evaluating exactly what's going on. I don't recommend trying to time the market. I think that's probably the easiest way to fall on your face. I don't believe in sitting around with your fingers crossed waiting for something to happen that isn't even guaranteed. It's not promised. It's not a sure thing. The only thing I wait for when it comes to money, currency, fiat, finances, the only thing I wait for is for that direct deposit to hit. As soon as the direct deposit hits, I can do what I need to do with it. And then when I'm done doing the things that I need to do with it, I can do what's more important, which is the things that I want to do with it. Once I'm done paying the bills, buying the food, taking care of all the things that I have to take care of, the dollar bills that are left over, which isn't much, by the way, but the dollar bills that are left over, I can do what I actually want to do. I can take, let's just say, maybe 75% of it and put it into mostly silver and a little bit of gold. I could take 25% of it and keep it to the side and see what I want to do next, or if I can get some more silver maybe next week with it, or I could invest it if that's what I want to do, or I can spend it on something that I know is going to save me money in the long run. Those are the things that I like to do. I like to do 3 things with my dying fiat currency glorified IOU debt notes. I like to convert them into silver and gold because I think it's a way that can successfully preserve my wealth for the long term and act as a hedge against inflation. I like to invest a little tiny bit of it to help produce a little bit of cash flow, which I consider to be silver and gold flow because I can take that cash flow and get more silver and gold with it. And then 3, I buy things that will save me money down the road. Money that I wouldn't normally have to spend on things that I gotta buy. It's money saved. What can you do with money saved? Get more silver and gold if that's what you want to do. So that's just what I do. I'm not telling you what to do with your own money or your own fiat or your own currency or your own dollars or euros or pounds or whatever currency you go by. Make sure you understand that I am not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy with a camera on the internet Don't take this as financial advice. Nothing in this video or anything that I've ever put on my channel is financial advice. Make sure you are doing your own research, forming your own opinions, making your own decisions based off of your own conclusions, not mine. But I'm very curious, and I want everybody to head on down to the comments and let me know, what are your thoughts on everything going on? Were you familiar with the term quadruple witching day? Are you anticipating a lot of volatility tomorrow when it comes to the stock market, when it comes to the precious metals market? What do you think everything going on today and tomorrow will do, or how will it have an impact on the precious metals? And if anybody's interested in joining the Precious Metals VIP Club, it's where I can do things on my own terms, not on YouTube's terms, my terms. I'm hosting privately held live streams. They're smaller, easier to manage. I'm also doing giveaways, discounts, personalized promo codes, shoutouts, deal alerts when silver and gold is on sale on a variety of different websites. And of course, you can watch all of my YouTube videos commercial free. Come join the Precious Metals VIP Club. It'll be the first link in the description. You're invited. I'd be happy to have you. And if you guys enjoyed today's video, please hit that like button. If you guys like me, make sure to subscribe. New videos every single day, 365 days a year. Also subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel, for exclusive weekly content. Brand new video over there. Go check it out. The link will be in the description. Trying really hard to hit 2,000 subscribers. We just hit 1,500, and I appreciate that. And if you want to help support the channel in the biggest possible way, please consider getting yourself some DYDSS merchandise. Of course, we have some precious metal themed t-shirts and hoodies, which are up for grabs, along with a ton of other products, t-shirts, hoodies, even stickers, many of which are raising funds and awareness for different charity organizations, such as the recently released Kraken Stackin' t-shirt, hoodie, sticker, and coffee mug, which was actually inspired by the beautiful 2-ounce silver Kraken coin, and it's helping us raise a little bit of funds and awareness for ocean cleanup charity organizations at no additional cost to you. It comes out of my pocket, not yours. And of course, the limited edition DYDSS Christmas line, which is helping us raise a little bit of funds and awareness for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Only available until Christmas. Get one while you can. Any and all merchandise can be found by clicking the first link in the description section down below. Thank you in advance. It's more than appreciated. And once again, I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know, what are your thoughts on the up-and-coming quadruple witching day that is tomorrow, where we are expected to see a substantially increased amount of volatility, primarily in the stock market. But as we know, when one market begins to move or act up, a lot of the time, typically, maybe not always, but usually, the other markets soon follow. What do you think everything occurring right now, in preparation for tomorrow and everything that's going to be taking place tomorrow, what type of impact do you believe all of this is going to have on the spot price of silver and gold? Head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. And remember, don't you dare stop smiling. Peace.